Eusexua by FK Twigs is a really great album. It's a really great album that feels monochromatic, with colors peering throughout it. The best way to describe it, if I'm just not as a reference, it probably is like it's like a black and white noir movie, but towards the middle or the end of it, you start seeing colors pop through more out of it to give it more life. But you slowly see the color illuminating, and at the end of it, you still feel isolated. I always thought like Twig's next project after Crappier Songs, it's how bright Crappier Songs seemed, that this would be like a more brighter album, but like, oh boy, was I wrong. I kind of would have liked a couple features on the album, even though she technically didn't need them, since her vocal range and her vocal acrobatics throughout the whole project are and is amazing. But I think couple people could have slid in the album, like Charlie XCX, the Brits working together, and Pink Panthers. Am I just saying females because I don't think any guy could probably slide in this album? Probably. And I understand why the album doesn't have any features, because the album is supposed to feel very isolating. Slow dancing in the dark and just waiting for someone to open the door. So color could finally see through. I keep mentioning color because that's all I could say about this album. How monochrome and empty it feels. But like not in a bad way, how most albums feel empty. Like, yeah, bro, that was kind of boring. But it just feels like feel kind of hollow listening to the album. Only criticism I could give to this album is that I wish the beat selection or the sound of the musical choice of the album could have more oomph towards it, or just breathe a bit more, or she let her vocals just go in more vocal runs a bit more. And it comes up like subject matter to like Toys heartbroken again and going through a new experience, but it also feels reaching a point where she has to come at the impasse. Like, do I sink or do I swim? And I'm not sure what the answer for Twitter is. It can also feel like asking yourself, am I worthy of actually being loved or not? And do I actually love myself too? And there isn't an answer on this album, which makes it feel kind of incomplete. It can also feel like asking yourself, am I worthy of actually being loved or not? And do I actually love myself too? And there isn't an answer on this album, which makes it feel kind of incomplete. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll probably give this an album that's gaining color throughout it. So listen to it, it's super solid.